Assalamualaikum and greetings I bid to Dr. Lotfi and all my classmates. Today we are from Group 8 and we are going to present our scene from A Midsummer's Night's Dream. Our group consists of 4 members, which is me, Sarah Patricia, Putri Amanina, Natasha Hanim and Aisyah Humaira. So we are going to start our presentation with synopsis of Act 4 Scene 1 page 7 to Act 4 Scene 2 page 2. So for Act 4 Scene 1 page 7, Theseus finds the 4 lovers asleep in the woods and asks why they are sleeping peacefully beside each other despite their past rivalries. Lysander wakes up confused, explaining that he and Hermia were trying to flee Athens to escape its laws. Aegeus quickly interrupts, angrily demanding that the law punish them for trying to run away. And for Act 4 Scene 1 page 8, Demetrius explains to Theseus that Helena had warned him about Lysander and Hermia's escape plan. He confesses that his previous obsession with Hermia has completely faded away like snow, and his true love has returned to his original fiancée, Helena. Overriding Aegeus' objections, Theseus declares that the 2 couples will be married alongside him and Hippolyta later that day at the temple. The characters exit, leaving the lovers still feel dazed, out of focus, and unsure if they are truly awake. And for Act 4 Scene 1 page 9, the lovers exit to follow Theseus to the temple, agreeing to recount their strange dreams to one another along the way. Right after they leave, Bottom wakes up from his deep sleep. He believes he had a profound and bizarre dream that defies human explanation, noting that anyone who tries to describe it will look like an idiot. He decides he will get Peter Queens to write a ballad about it. Act 4 Scene 1 page 10, where Bottom decides that the ballad of his dream will officially be titled Bottom's Dreams because it is so deep that it has no bottom. He plans to sing it during the intermission of the play before the Duke, or perhaps make it even more dramatic by singing it when the heroine dies. Bottom then exits the stage, then the mechanicals enter. Moving on to Act 4, Scene 2, page 1, Queens, Flute, Snout and Starveling gather, anxious because no one has seen or heard from Bottom. Fearing he has been kidnapped or transported, Flute insists that their play is completely ruined without him because Bottom is the only man in Athens capable of playing Pyramus. Snout then enters with news that the Duke has left the temple and that multiple other lords and ladies have been married as well. They lament that because the play might not happen, Bottom has lost out on a guaranteed permanent commission of a 6 pence a day from the Duke. And lastly, for Act 4, Scene 2, page 2, Bottom suddenly bursts in to the immense joy and relief of his friends. He tells them he has amazing, wonderful things to share, but refuses to give them any details about his experience. Instead, he informs them that the Duke has already eaten dinner and commands everyone to immediately gather their costumes, check their lines, tie on their false beards, and meet at the palace right away to perform their play. That is all from my part, and I will pass it to the next presenter.
Alright, let's move on to the next one, which is the creative themes. The first one is love and its irrational value. Shakespeare shows through this play that love can be unpredictable, foolish, and irrational. For example, Lysander and Hermia flee to the forest because their love is forbidden and they want to escape the law. So the next one is the love potion makes people fall in love with the completely wrong person. The second one is appearance versus reality. Things are not what they seem in the forest, because this forest acts like a maze of illusion where people don't know what's real and what's not. So this leads to character mystic illusion for reality. And Bottom literally has a donkey's hat, but he did not realize it. So the third one and the last one is magic and transformation. Puck's magic drives the plot, and we can see some physical transformation when Bottom is physically transformed into an ass. People's feeling and relationship are transformed by enchantment or magic. So for our scene, the setting takes place into 2 places. The first one is the forest. where Demetrius and Aegis found 4 people sleeping and laying in the forest. They are Helena, Hermia, Bottom, and also Lysander. The second place is somewhere in Athens, a house where Bottom barged in and found his friends talking about the play.
Now I'll be presenting the scene characters. First character is Theseus. He is the Duke of Athens and he is the one who discovers the 4 lovers sleeping in the forest. Second, Aegis. He wants Hermia to marry Demetrius. Third, Hermia. She loves Lysander. She wakes up confused but is happy to finally be allowed to marry him. Lysander. He loves Hermia again after the spell is removed. Helena. She loves Demetrius and finally she received the love she has long hoped for. Demetrius. Now he genuinely loves Helena because of the potion. Next is Peter Quince. He is the head of the amateur theatre group. He worries that the play won't work without Bottom, but he is excited and thrilled to see him again. Bottom. He is an actor and craftsman. He returns to his friends after waking up from a fantastical dream and also motivating the group to get ready for their show. Lastly is Flute. He is a member of the acting troupe. He believes that performance cannot continue without Bottom and happily joins the group once he returns. Thank you. Now I'll be presenting the plot of the scene. First is the exposition. The audience is introduced to the setting, which is a forest after the magical night. Theseus, Aegis, the 4 lovers and their relationships are established. The lovers awaken confused and Aegis still wants Hermia to marry Demetrius. Next is the rising actions. Lysander explains why he and Hermia fled Athens. Demetrius surprises everyone by confessing that he no longer loves Hermia and truly loves Helena. The tension builds as everyone waits for Theseus' decision. And as for the climax, Theseus overrules Aegis and announces that Lysander and Hermia, as well as Demetrius and Helena, will marry. This is the turning point where the central conflict is finally resolved. Next is the falling actions. Bottom awakens and reflects on his magical experience. He decides to preserve it through art instead of trying to explain it, showing his personal growth after the enchanted night. Lastly, the resolution. Quince and Flute worry that their play cannot continue without Bottom. Then, Bottom returns, reunites the acting troupe, and encourages everyone and they prepare to perform for the Duke. The story ends with friendship, unity, and hope. That's all from me. Thank you.
Moving on, I will explain about literary devices found in our play. First is simile. Simile means comparing two things using like or as. The example is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow. In this line, Demetrius compares his love for Hermia to a melting snow. This means his feelings for Hermia disappear quickly, just like snow melts and disappears. Next is irony. Irony happens when something is different from what we expect happens. The example is, I know you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord? This is irony because Lysander and Demetrius were enemies before, but now they are calm and peaceful together. Their sudden change makes the situation unexpected. For the next slide, the literary devices are imagery and metaphor. Imagery uses descriptive words to help readers imagine something through the senses. The example is, methinks I see these things with parted eyes. This line creates a visual image of Hermia seeing things double. It shows that she is currently confused and unsure about what has happened at the moment. Next is metaphor. A metaphor compares two things directly without using like or as. The example is, begin these woodbirds but to a couple now. In this line, Theseus compares the lovers to birds in the forest. This shows their romantic relationships in a humorous and playful way. Now I will explain the moral value from the part of the play. The first moral value is that love should be respected. Theseus allows the lovers to marry their true partners even though Aegeus disagrees. This shows that the love should not be forced or controlled by others. The quote is, "Aegeus, I will overbear your will. This couple shall eternally be knit." The second moral value is responsibility. Bottom reminds the actors to prepare for the play by saying, "Get your apparel together." This shows that everyone must be ready and do their part well, especially when working as a team. In conclusion, this part of A Midsummer Night's Dream shows that problems can be solved when people accept change and make peace with it. It also reminds us that love should be respected and everyone has a responsibility to do their part well.